Yes, I noticed that if you look at Trump's bottom earlobe, it seems to be attached right to his, so he has no bottom earlobe. Is that an indication?
Extreme connection to family.
Yep.
So he's inbred.
Not necessarily inbred. I wouldn't put it past them, but hey, some people's family trees do not fork. You understand? While the rest of us are still swinging in ours. But that's all right. But no, that connected earlobe is not a sign of inbreeding. It is a sign of a very strong familial connection, though, and that connection can be positive or negative. We have people in our family that we just can't seem to remove from them, and that just make us fucking berserk, right? And you've got people like me who have detached earlobes who, I like my family as long as they're on the other coast, right? I'm not as dependent on the support or the connection to my family to function. There are some people that, and that's usually seen in the earlobes.
Is that something that comes to be, or if you take baby pictures, see your earlobe?
Well, you see that largely from birth, but I don't know what would have to happen for you to become so estranged from your family that your earlobes detach.
Pull them off.
But if you see what people are doing now with their ears, it's terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the picture where the person removed the entire interior ear?
Oh, yeah, it's scary.
I hope they're young and strong, because when they hit about 30 or 40, that's going to shit. Because they just removed all the jing that supports their internal organs.
I can promise you their life is probably already shit to have done that to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Right? Be very careful about removing stuff. Removing the substance of your body is going to affect you. It's not just
Well,
cosmetic.
how about the big holes with the peg, with the?
Well, that's not quite as bad.
But
it's
you're
not
still
great, though.
removing some kind of.
Yeah, well, usually when you're poking a hole, they're not removing tissue. They're just penetrating it. So the tissue loss is minimal.
Okay.
But when you go in and you cut out the entire inside of an ear and then stitch it, all of your organs are right in here. I can affect every single organ you have.
That's incredible. I mean, I know that, but it's just when that person. Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And in addition, with body modification, what's the adverse reality for tattoos and body piercings?
Body piercings can actually have a very beneficial effect, depending on where you're piercing. Tattoos don't seem to have any effect that I know of. But we've had people who put a post through their tongue and their bipolar goes away.
Oh, shit.
We've got people who put a stud through their eyebrow and they stop being depressed. Pirates used to wear an earring here and improve their eyesight.
Not working for me.
That doesn't work for me.
I don't know, right? But yeah, I don't know what the hook. I can't explain. In my martial arts, we were taught anybody you see wearing a post, hit them. Because one pressure point causes pain, 2 pressure points cause the energy to meet between the 2 points. 3 pressure points causes a person to pass out. If they got a post, 1 down, 2 to go.
Oh my God.
Right? I can tap you right at the edge of the right here, at the tip of the ear. There's a pressure point right here, and right behind it there's another one. I can tap you there and drop you. I can just clip that ear with my knuckle and down and you're going to get at least a TKO.
Huh, Seth?
If Zach were here, he'd be getting it, but it's probably why he's not here.
Knock the garden
Did anybody come to the martial arts training that we
Give him
did?
the microphone.
Did you see me clip Zach on that? He's really sensitive on that one. Not every point is sensitive on everybody, and he's usually really resilient. Like he's got super flexible joints. I tapped him, he almost went to the floor. It was just boom, that's it. But little things you learn, right? But even that, in the pressure point in the martial arts, we're taught to read the face. Because I can tell by how your hairline goes, with the shape of your forehead, where your energy's strongest. And where your energy's strongest is where your nerves are most sensitive. So if I can read your gallbladder line, then I know if I come up with under, like Steve, I just love to hit him under the eyebrow. Look at those eyebrows. Take your thumb, feel along the inside of your eyebrow. You'll feel a little hole in there. That pressure point is called yu-yao in the acupuncture charts. Inside that hole are 3 nerves that come to a point. 3 points does what?
Knocks
Knocks
you
you
out.
4 pressure points will shut off a major organ
Oh, God.
with a 90% chance that you can restart it. 5 pressure points shuts down the primary and the backup. 3, dead.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get the side of the neck too.
Oh, side of the neck's cheating. Because everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
But it's a good one. But most people don't hit it right.
Hit.
Most people don't hit it right.
Right.
But that's a different class for a different day. Right? But we can look. I can look at Ross's hairline and know that I probably shouldn't hit him on the forehead. His hairline's receding a bit. But if I did have to hit his gallbladder points, I'd have to cup and come back from the side with a little bit of a smear. With Stephen, it'd be about the same. With Bob, not so much. Seth, I just hit him with a chair. Because there's no energy here. Right? Because the energy's gone internal. Right? So there's again, when I went to acupuncture school, I didn't go to learn how to heal people. I wanted to get better at hearing people. I went to learn Oriental medicine to get better at the pressure points from the martial arts. Little did I know, poof, right? Nothing is wasted. And the reason you start something is usually not why you actually wind up doing it, right? So just enjoy the ride, because what you think is your destination probably isn't. It won't always be easy, but it will be worthwhile, okay? So, that being said, let's bring up the man of the hour to share with you an accelerated general negativity clearing technique. This is called, lovingly we call the Wham-Bam Grey Room Slam. I give the floor to TJ Ziebell. Come on down.
All right.
Now, for those of you that weren't here during lunch, give you a little background on this. I got this download because of the 3x3 protocol. We were going over Grey Room practicing. I had one more rep to get in, and we were out of time. So I saw Zach and was like, dude, I need one more rep. He goes, we don't have time. I'm like, time is just a idea. We can do this quick, and effectively did the Grey Room in under 30 seconds. Can anybody think of how this would be beneficial? Okay. A little background on this. To teach this or to show this, the client that I would...
See you later, guys.
Say goodbye.
Good trip. We'll see you in Dallas.
To do this, you have to, the person who I teach this to has had to have done Grey Room a minimum of 4 times. Because it's really hard to rush somebody through something that they haven't experienced enough to know, to be able to follow it. I was going to say, do I have a volunteer? He's like,
Twice.
Yeah.
No, I was the one asking him about this.
right? So I'm going to...
You want a taller chair, or is that good enough?
This should be good enough. I'm gonna grab you another chair other than that one. Now the application that I use this for a lot, for some people that have sleeping issues, once this is set up, you have the ability now to do it on your own, just before you go to bed. A lot of people don't want to do certain processes because they're like, oh, I gotta prep myself, and I gotta go into trance, and then I just want to go to sleep, but blah, blah, blah. Well, if you can do this for yourself in under 30 seconds, why wouldn't you, right? But to set it up, I first have to get the subconscious to understand that you can do things this quickly. And the way I came up with it is, I'll demonstrate it here. Can you guys see okay? Okay, out of curiosity, is there a movie that you have seen so many times that if you were to just blip past a doorway and it was on TV, you would not only recognize the movie, you would know what part of the movie is being played.
Heat.
Heat, okay. Sorry if I touch your arm. Okay. So we're gonna, what this is gonna be, this up here. This will be the very beginning of the movie. Right here is the end credits. Okay? And how long is the movie Heat, approximately?
A little over 2 hours.
A little over 2 hours. Perfect. Close your eyes. Now the movie starts, and it's playing along, and what happens here?
They're casing for a truck, a trash truck.
They're casing for a trash
He's
truck.
on the job.
Okay. And we move forward. And what happens here?
In the parking lot with Wayne Road, they trying to throw him in the trunk and he gets away.
Perfect. And now we're going to rewind a little bit. What happens here?
The actual heist, the truck, when they killed the guards.
The actual
That
heist.
armored car.
Okay. And move forward again. What happens here?
At the he's at the hotel before he's getting away. Robert De Niro was trying to get Wayne Road for killing his boys and ratting them out.
Okay. And end credits. Okay, so now are you ready for this? Here we go. The movie starts and did you miss any part of the movie? How long is the movie?
Oh, a little over 2 hours.
A little over 2 hours. Let's do that one more time. So we start here and did you miss any part of the movie?
No.
Open your eyes and look at me. Understand that you just effectively watched a 2-hour movie, a little over 2 hours, twice. Didn't miss any part of it. You did that twice in under 30 seconds. How many times have you done Grey Room?
About 7.
About 7, 8 times, so you know the process, everything? Would you like to do the Grey Room in under 30 seconds?
Sure.
Okay. When the second hand gets to the top, ready, and down. You're going down the elevator, you can see the letters disappearing. You're at the bottom of the elevator. In front of you is the pathway to a door. You go in through the doorway, you're in an egg-shaped room. In the center is a fire pit. You look around the room, you have the positive things and the less than positive things. I want you to grab all the less than positive things. We're going to throw them into the fire. See the flames rise up, feel the energy dissipating, see the smoke rising up through the top. Feel all the new, beautiful, great energy is soaking into you, no longer held back. Soaking in, filling you up, and coming back in 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, notice how good you feel. Did you miss any part of it?
No.
How you feel? Feel good?
Yeah.
You did the entire Grey Room in 37 seconds? For the very first time?
Yeah.
Any questions on that?
So would you do that, would you do the movie thing on your arm just to get yourself into that mode the first few times you did it?
No. The movie mode, that is there. That's you helping your client so that their subconscious can understand the construct of how quickly it can be done. If I just come up to you and you've done the Grey Room 4, 5, 7, 8 times, and each time it took you, what's the quickest you've done it so far?
I've only done it a few times and every time is way over 10 minutes.
Way over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And if I say, well, you can do it in under 30 seconds,
Yeah. Your mind would
You're like,
resist it, right?
yeah, hell no.
Right.
But if I can demonstrate that you can watch a 2-hour movie in that quick a time,
Yeah.
So in that particular instance, are you inducing trance, or are they putting themselves into? So is it a rapid induction, or are they putting themselves under?
Combination of the two. Because of the fact that they've already been in trance for Gray Room, I don't find that I have to go through and set up and do trance and deepening and all these things. You already know that when you're in Gray Room, you're in trance.
Yeah, you go there.
And so for example, I've got a couple of clients that were going through divorce. Well, divorce, they come and they see you and you get them all cleaned up and everything's good, and they go home and one phone call from the lawyer or the spouse, and they are covered with shit again.
Oh, yeah.
And to think that they are going to have to wait and make it through and carry all this shit until the next appointment to come see you, they now have permission. They've got my phone number. They have permission to call me. And as soon as I see it, I know who they are. I answer, and you can hear in their voice, "Sorry to bother you. Is this a good time?" And the first thing I say is, "Yeah. Are you sitting down? Are you ready?" Those two words already have them prepped, because they know that you don't call me for this while you're driving. You know, and I'll go, "Are you sitting down? Are you ready?" "Yes." And you're going down the elevator, blah, 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 coming back in 3, 2, 1, notice how good you feel. And you can literally hear in their voice how much weight fell off. Any other questions? Or now I've got a question for you. Who can think of another application that this could be used in? Learning.
Memory.
Memory.
What if, just as you took the last 5 days?
Right. So for me to activate, I just go, since you set it up, into Gray Room.
So he's set up to go now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's now a mechanism in him by which he can compress time automatically. And that's what establishing the movie and the timing on there, the slider, is about. It establishes a mechanism by which the unconscious mind can effectively and consistently compress or extend time.
Can you extend that on yourself?
Once it's installed, yeah.
Once it's installed.
So we got to get in line for you to install.
Nope, you're going to do it on each other right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because you've already seen how it's done. Now I want you guys to work with each other. Set up the timeline.
Yeah.
Same way I did. Once it's set up, notice that I ran through the movie twice.
And it has to be a movie that you uber know.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've had a couple of, well, there's nothing that I really know. I went, have you seen, one person was adamant, I don't watch movies, I hate blah, 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 blah. And I said, all right, have you read a book?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, all right, same thing. Okay, this chapter, what chapter is it? What's going on? So you find something that has that basis, but for the most part, in this day and age, pretty much everybody has seen one movie that's their favorite that they know well enough to do this in.
Would it be a good idea, just because it would program your mind to watch the movie and then do it right after it, just so that you could literally recall and it'd be super clear?
If you absolutely need to, but
You haven't seen that?
again, there's...
And ideally, this should be a movie that you enjoy.
Yeah.
You're going to find that if you enjoy the movie, you're going to get that oxytocin and dopamine release. The body's going to get more neuroplastic, and the more times you watch the movie, the better it's going to get.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you about my Halo Spire later, about if that helps for stuff.
Yep.
Great.
Any other questions before we break to try this out?
Don't overthink it. Just do what he did. Okay?
All right.
Groups of 3. Go.
So would it help like weird Halo Spire and then do things
Theoretically.
No, I
Do you,
Learn to do this stuff without equipment, and then add the stuff.
We're like self-doing.
Yeah.
It seems like you could get a
Anything
little-
you do in a neuroplastic state is going to set harder and deeper.